Hey YouTube, I've got a new program for recording and I'm ready to start the next episode. So, last we got off, we had just dealt with the scything tree, kind of wrapped up that map area, and there was a little flash of light at the kobold trail north of that. So, I want to check that out and then try and get back to town and make sure we've done enough to govern our area properly. Gotta be a responsible Baron. Okay, yeah. Looks like we have a straight trail up to this. No, maybe not. Still don't see a path that leads directly to Kobold Trail. We just circle right around it. There we go. Okay. And a storybook adventure. Cool. The hills seemed pleasant, even welcoming. No gray doom and gloom, just walking along the path and enjoying the view of all the cute little white pyramids built out of pebblestones. Or wait, was it pebblestones? Horror of horrors! What I mistook for pebbles were polished bones. All along the path the grass was riddled with pyramids made of polished kobold remains. It got us to thinking, is it wise to follow such a grim path, the way marked by death itself? So for a kobold trail marked with kobold remains, that's a bit odd. But, we're adventurers, so fuck it. Trying to brush away thoughts on who may have polished the kobold vertebra and why, we moved quickly along the path, leading through the pale hills. It didn't take long for us to reach a mountain river with a bridge crossing over it. Well, bridge may be a bit generous. It was actually just a long branch, about as thick as an arm, spanning from one bank to the other. It may have been enough for a kobold to cross, since we could see another of those small bone pyramids on the far side, but it didn't look nearly strong enough for our party to cross. I'm surprised they even bothered looking at it. What they're describing is basically like a stick going across the river. Okay, let's examine the river. Yeah, I would not pay any special attention to this fucking stick. We quickly discovered that the river was quite deep. I plunged my arm shoulder deep into the water and couldn't even feel the bed. It was fast too, and the current pulled a dried leaf off my sleeve and it was gone from my sight in a blink. And it was cold, very, very cold. Frankly, none of us were interested in taking a swim. Okay, I mean, I suppose you can look at this branch closer. The branch did have one thing going for it. Though being so thick, it happened to be quite sturdy. But that didn't make the flimsy crossing any less slippery or challenging to anyone daring to set foot on it. I wonder how many kobolds have slipped on the wet bark and found a watery grave in the ice-cold river. Well, judging by the number of bones... Well, actually, probably no one's dragging dead kobolds from down the river back up here. I don't know. Who knows? Precautions were definitely in order. We readied our rope to ensure the daredevil's safety. Foresight has always been among our esteemed Baron's strongest virtues. With the practiced motions of a seasoned adventurer, he pulled a length of rope out of his pack and prepared it to be tied around the waist of whoever would prove brave enough to step on the branch and attempt to cross the river. That would at least help reduce the risk of drowning. Okay, I guess someone's going across. Looks like our human with a lot of strength, athletics, and mobility. Although our tiny person would have been a good choice as well, I think, just logistically. I'm not gonna try and pronounce his name. But he was unperturbed by the thin branch and the speeding current. After a deep breath, our volunteer set forth along the precarious crossing. One step, then another. A few feet crossed with no trouble, and I started to think that maybe things would be fine. That's when the branch jerked and started to shake. It was rolling over. With no time to think, all Yukendo could do was jump to the other side. Check. Succeeded. Oh, the lengths we'll go in our efforts to keep our pride untarnished and our pants dry. One incredible jump and Yukando was on the other bank. Yukando took a moment to catch his breath and turned his attention back to the crossing. As soon as the rope was securely fixed on both banks, the branch didn't seem as much a death trap as it had before. Okay, we crossed the river. Ooh, that's an imposing skull made of skulls. One small pyramid made of polished kobold bones may be a bit spooky, but it's not unbearable. But how about thousands? We found ourselves looking over a proper kobold graveyard, each little pyramid a mark of a kobold death, and that mark made out of their own remains. Yeesh. The real enigma, though, waited in the heart of the burial ground. The centerpiece was made of hundreds, maybe even thousands of polished bones, all put together to form the head of an enormous dragon. Imagine it. These small, nonsensical reptiles somehow managed to create a sculpture both fearsome and magnificent. Such might, and yet such fragility as well. If a single bone were to be removed from the foundation, this beautiful statue would crumble to dust, and I even spotted one such flimsy bone. Regardless, we'd come face to face with irrefutable proof. The kobolds, for better or worse, were changing. This news had no impact on our search for the trolls, though, and the land was clearly sacred to the kobolds, and it seemed unlikely they would bring their new friends here. But how would the Baron deal with the structure we found in this realm? I mean, this is impressive. I guess we can respect it. Oh, anticlimactic. Following my advice, the Baron adjusted the dangerously loose bone in the hopes of reinforcing the remarkable composition. His Grace was standing to leave when a glint from the dragon jaws drew his attention. Carefully reaching inside, the Baron pulled out what seemed to be a dirty stone. Beneath an outer layer of clay, we found a larger, finely cut emerald. It seemed the kobold spirits decided to grant us a gift. Stowing the offering in his bag, the Baron turned and left. We dutifully followed our leader, and soon the bizarre kobold burial ground was far behind us. Oh, all that for one emerald? That had better be a sweet-ass emerald. Alright, let's check our inventory. 500 gold. 100% not worth it. Oh well. Spawned a burning arc's kinda neat. Yeah, maybe we should give it a hit. It weighs a whole pound after all. That's fine, even though he's right next to his encumbrance limit. I'll just have to make do. Okay. How far is it back to my barony? Wish I could scroll out a little further. Probably like looking at my barony. Okay, so there's like an over map. This does let me scroll faster. This one did.
More strength. Thanks.
Yeah, we can rest. It's so hard to make a nice meal for everyone. Yeah, in real-time combat, the
Who
full
will
for
prevail?
6 seconds.
Does it matter?
Sitting there casting that spell would kind of suck. And it's our
You dead.
and dog is off to loot the bodies. That's normally the sort of thing I would leave to, you know, people with opposable thumbs.
Forwards.
I guess I don't even have to loot. I keep forgetting that you can automatically loot at the end. But it just doesn't feel natural, you know?
I'm hungry. When will I stop?
Alright, let's manage some kingdom affairs. Not least of which is resting and recovering negative levels. Events. Problems to solve and opportunities to seize occur from time to time in your domain. These events may increase or decrease your Barony stats. Don't forget to look them up. All current events are located at the bottom of the screen. An event may be addressed by the relevant advisor. To assign a task to an advisor, click the frame on the right side of the event card. The character in charge will act based on their own ideology and nature. It takes time to deal with an event, so the advisor will be unavailable for any other official missions. Every event has a difficulty level. To resolve the event successfully, the advisor must roll a number higher than the difficulty level of the event. The advisor's post ability is added to the dice roll. The Barony stat the advisor is responsible for adds another 2 points per rank to every roll. For example, Valerie, as a regent, population stat, grants a +2 bonus for her high charisma. The population stat rank is 1, so it gives another +2 bonus. So you basically get like one aid another version bonus per rank. If Valerie is put in charge of an event, her dice roll would be an overall bonus of +4 points. The eight-legged plague problem. The rumors surrounding the bald hilltop prove true. The Barony has been flooded with monstrous spiders attacking the locals and slaughtering the cattle. Reports indicate that the huge arachnids spread a ghastly disease that weakens the victim with fever and coats their body with blisters. This invasion has to be stopped before panic and infection ravage the savage lands. The Barony managed to persevere and enjoys peace once again. Community +4, loyalty +1, divine +1. The mysterious weed. The priest managed to convince the peasants that the weed must be stopped. The crops has been saved. Okay. Hands of gold. Okay. Rumor has it that an unknown self-taught master, crafting items of extraordinary beauty and rare quality, has appeared in the region. Such people are rare. Something should be done to entice her to stay. The general made the young artisan the master of one of the best weapon workshops in the capital. The grateful master donated one of her masterwork items in return. And our military goes up by 6. Which puts it very near rank 2. And Jubilos can now be our economic advisor. Sweet. Okay. Jeez, we've got a lot of events and projects to play around with. Relation stat a little low. Divine rank, pretty solid. Arcane, pretty low. Stability, that's shown as quite low. Well, the kingdom stat value is double what it is in some, or at least in Arcane, but the stat rank is still 0. We've got no espionage whatsoever. I still don't fully understand all of the Barony stuff, but whatever. Okay, so I've got 3 building slots left and 237 BP. Very low arcane, but let's see if there's something I can do about that. Can be upgraded to Town Hall, requires town. I'm not 100% sure what it means when it says requires town. How do I make this a town? Probably should have 1 level of espionage just so we're not at absolutely 0. We also need some stability. Doesn't look like I can get stability just from my buildings. What else is low rank? Relations is low. Yeah, I need to build that espionage building, the watchtower. This gets a bonus from... oh, +1 to military when located with a barracks. +1 to stability when located with walls. We have walls. And I thought we had a barracks. Doesn't look like we do. Helps stability when adjacent to a longhouse. Okay. So we'll build it adjacent to the longhouse. Bit of a watchtower. That leaves one spot left. That works well next to a tavern. The bulletin board's solid. It looks like it helps a lot of things. +2 bonus to resolving problems. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of problems eventually. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, so Dale is building up. What is this guy? The Bald Hilltop. I need to actually walk inside and take a nap. Rest for the weary and all that. Guess the throne room will do. I think I have a bed here. Hope so. And I hope that sleeping in that bed heals my companions. Ah, we're automatically meeting. Okay. Stefano Mosconi. The man before you reeks of vanity. His black hair is curled, styled, and generously waxed. From the hair atop his head to the points of his mustache, his cheeks and forehead are powdered white, giving him a pallid look. His hands rest casually on the golden hilt of his rapier. As he approaches, a mean, sly smile appears on his face, clearly practiced and prepared in advance. Ah, the ruler of this barony. I'm flattered by your attention. Sir Stefano Mosconi of Pitax, at your service. The man performs a derisive bow. We're already not friends with Pitax. I can just immediately cut him off. I don't like the direction this conversation is taking. We'll speak again later. Very tempting, but no. What news of Pitax? Life in Pitax is splendid, thank you. All thanks to the work of my king and sovereign, Castruccio Irovetti. Our city definitely prospers. Sir Stefano grins, staring unabashedly into your eyes. A stark contrast to your own crumbling hamlet. A 5-year-old can tell you're deliberately trying to offend me, Sir Stefano. Perhaps you could just tell us directly what it is you came here for? Sir Stefano stares at you and snorts. You know, the initial goal of my visit was to take measure of your so-called barony, to see if it had anything of value to offer to Pitax. And do you know what I found? Nothing. You have absolutely nothing to offer. Sir Stefano continues on without giving you a chance to respond. Military? Weak. Culture? Weak. Economy? Weak. You'd best pray to all the gods that my King Iravetti doesn't declare war on you. On the other hand, maybe you should pray he conquers you. This mess of a barony could use the rule of a proper king. I'll admit that we're a little weak right now. Perhaps there's a touch of truth to your words, but my barony is still very young. Everything will be different soon. If anything ever changes here, it'll be the number of dung flies, and that will only grow. Ah well, I shan't continue this slaughter. No use battling someone who can't even fight back. All the best. Alright. Okay. Every event can resolve in one of 4 ways. Disaster, the dice roll. The dice roll is 8 points or more below the difficulty level of the event. Failure, the dice roll is up to 7 points below the difficulty level. Success, the dice roll is equal to the difficulty level or up to 6 points above the level. Or triumph, 7 points or more above the level. The outcome may affect the barony's stats. There are 2 types of events, problems and opportunities. If a problem event leads with a failure, it decreases your stats. If it ends with a success, it has no effect. Succeeding at an opportunity event will increase your stats, and it normally will not affect them if the outcome is a failure. Each success or triumph increases the stat assigned. Each success or triumph increases the stat the assigned advisor is responsible for by 3. Oh, I guess this is for the plants. Or weeds. Your Grace, we are victorious. We fought off the spider invasion. Oh, nope, the spider invasion. And defeated the strange dryad who led them. As a sign of our gratitude, your subjects have a special reward for you. 2,800 gold. I wonder, was this flood of spiders truly caused by that curse? I mean, the curse must be ancient and very ominous. The spiders were definitely scary as well. But they weren't ancient and ominous. I agree with Lindsay. This does seem strange. Seems more like the plot of an insane dryad than a true curse. Then how can we explain the dismal atmosphere on Bald Hilltop? The pressure both of us felt there, Jod. Maybe the curse drove the poor dryad insane, causing her to lead the spider invasion into the barony? Tristan shakes his head incredulously. In any case, I have alarming news. As soon as the spider invasion was over, I visited Bald Hilltop again. It's grown quiet once more, and just as gloomy as before. I don't think the curse is broken, just laying low, like a monster that rests before it feeds again. I want to deal with this problem once and for all. What do you recommend? Yes, let's level the Bald Hilltop to the ground and put an end to the curse. I doubt we will be able to defeat it in such a straightforward fashion. The heart of the curse is undoubtedly centered on the Bald Hilltop, but the spiders appeared all throughout the barony. I don't think we're going to do any damage to the curse by destroying the hilltop. I would expect exactly the opposite. We'd only provoke it into attacking again, immediately on the heels of the last. No, the best we can do for now is make sure we're prepared for the next attack. Don't be such a pessimist, Tristan. We might truly be able to overcome the curse, but only by studying it thoroughly. Your Grace, I will gather all the information available on this situation and get to work. Well, let's prepare. Very wise. If only we knew more about the curse, we might figure out some way to fight it. I don't understand. I spoke to the locals. They never had any spider invasions before, and nothing ever happened on the Bald Hilltop before either. Now both spiders and the curse, right when the new barony appeared in the Stolen Lands, all of this seems highly coincidental. a good point.
Forwards.
Next, get ready for anything. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Okay. Oh yeah, look at all that constitution damage restored. Still rocking a lot of constitution damage at negative levels though. Okay, let's level some people up. Okay. Some basic stats, teamwork feat. Yeah, uplink is good. Then we get a new spell. Resist energy is pretty solid. That's more constitution damage restored. Looks like I have all my con back. Miri. Oh Jesus. It's gonna take many days to get, yeah, like 13 days to get him back. Oh, con 5 is just like the minimum? He took 31 ability damage? I don't think I can just sit here and rest 31 times. Gonna have to whip out the magic. It's gonna be rough. We're still blind. I mean, Valerie. Jesus. We need to fix that in a big way. Just take another shield feat. first in. He needs a lot of levels. The good domain. Touch of good. You can touch a creature as a standard action, granting a sacred bonus on attacks, rolls, checks, and abilities, equal to half your cleric level for 1 round. You can use this ability a number of times per day, equal to 3 plus your wisdom modifier. Yeah. And at 8th level, you can make a weapon holy. That's kind of nice. He's got no proficiency with armor or shield. I wonder if I should bump up his armor and shield proficiency then. Yeah, let's at least give him light armor proficiencies. Now her becoming an arcane trickster. I'm still excited for this. Arcane Trickster is a pretty cool class. Yeah, Firewall is basically required, and Haste is also gorgeous. Okay, sweet. I should throw her back into the party. Let's see, a bard talent. Skill focus and trickery would be good. And a spell. And it does is nausea. I'm never keen on spells that enemies become immune to once they have 6 or more hit dice. because I'm never sure exactly what level the enemy is going to be. So, it's just impossible to justify. Blindness is kind of cool, but it's fortitude save, and most beasties have good fortitude. Blur is always good. One person's pretty good. Mirror image is good, but it's personal range. I'll just go with Blur. It's solid, standard. Pretty good stuff. Okay, is everyone leveled up? Wow. She's got real crap HP. I mean, she's a wizard, but, like, that 8-con is bringing it down.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
Okay, let's handle more Barony issues. Build points and income. Build points are the Barony's main resource. They are required for settlement upgrades, construction, project management, and so forth. The Barony Treasury's weekly income is 30 BP, said by Jamandi Aldori from Brevoy. Apart from that, your territories have their own individual income, which consists of their basic income plus other BP sources. Basic income depends on your Barony's stats. Each rank adds 1 BP per point to the weekly income, but the total a rank contributes to basic income cannot exceed the profitability of your economy. Oh shit, economy is super important. Okay, example. The Barony's economy rank equals 3, and it adds 3 BP to the weekly income. The population rank equals 5, but it cannot add more than 3 BP to the weekly income due to the Barony's economy. All other BP sources, such as trade agreements, are added to the basic income as is. Okay, half of the Barony's income, except for the initial 30 BP, is sent to Brevoy. You will be able to claim independence from Brevoy to retain the full BP income, but lose the initial 30 BP income later during the game. Okay, so yeah. So many projects. Let's focus on the events. Trade taxes. Some half-elf trading fabric in the capital discovered a loophole in the law, which made it possible to avoid paying most taxes. The news spread quickly through the Merchants Guild. Measures should be taken immediately, or the Treasury will take a loss. Choose an advisor to handle this event. Oh, he's got a huge bonus to this. But this is still more of a Jubilos thing. Need that extra +3. Enchanted Wind. News has arrived from the largest observatory in the Five Kings Mountains. The enchanted lens of their main telescope broke. The destruction of such a powerful artifact caused a gust of enchanted wind, which is now moving towards a region of the Barony. You should seize this opportunity. Choose an advisor to handle this event. Okay. Bands of marauding trolls have been seen throughout the region. The people are frightened and beg for protection. I mean, isn't that basically what I'm doing? Okay. We do need to research. Ah, damn. It's taken. Oh. Oh, and these are costing 25 BP. I was thinking they would give us BP. Training Tristan. This increases your champion's level, making them suitable to join your current party. Meh. Okay. We can't really handle any of these projects. These are all going to have to wait. Well, is what it is. Gotta have people making me money, so no way around it. Alright. Huh. Where did this come from? Sling staff +1. What's a sling staff? I guess it works at a range. Okay. Alright, there was one thing I could have Lander do. And it was train Tristan. He's not super high on my list of people I'm excited about, but you know, if there's nothing else he can do. Okay. And loading screen again. Sorry about that. storyteller. I have new stuff. $2,000 coins. Oh, the symbol of Torag. The children of stone wear such pendants as protective talismans. I will gladly purchase any you have. Triad tokens, another 2,100. 600 gold for the warrior's dog tags. Okay, looks like we're still not getting any stories. Let's buy some stuff. And I guess just as importantly, sell some stuff. I'm sure I've got a lot of weight. This episode may be more managing things than doing things. Okay.
Forwards.
Let's go ahead and sort these in price. Nah, weight's a little more important. Get rid of all the heavy shit. Is there no one that can use full plate right now? Scale mail +2 is quite nice. Okay. Let me look at my dudes and make sure no one needs things. You've got full plate +1. Okay, the full plate's better than the half plate. Scale mail +2. Your breastplate +2 is a little better. Yeah, the troll reaver still looks cool. This guy should wear something or other. Sure, change it. Basic stuff. I can't believe the armor check penalty on a heavy shield's only -1. That's not bad at all. No one else really needs a shield. or can use a shield. Everyone else is using two-handed weapons. So, that gets sold. Do I want to equip the people I don't use? I guess, just in case I have to use them someday. I might give those gloves to Jubilost. He's pretty awesome at trickery. I'm not sure if she doesn't beat him. Yeah, she's got skill focus and class skill. Yeah. She kind of whips him in that. It's just one more reason I want her in my party. Okay. Now she's got the big boy 3rd level spells. It's hard to justify not having her. Why is her Inspire Courage permanent? What the hell is doing that? That doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense. Okay, maybe it's a class. I don't know. No idea. This should have been in my dwarf's hands. Where did you go? Okay. Yeah, way better. No one uses a staff. Let's see. Well, as far as armor goes, we pretty much resolved who gets what there. Yeah, I think that's settled. There's some wands I can distribute. Should be good with a wanded acid arrow. Okay, let's start selling junk. Let's double check everyone's weapon. Good sword +1, scythe +1, longsword.
Aye!
Nothing good. I mean, may as well give him a masterwork scimitar. Just got a short bow. reason not to use the longbow, which is slightly stronger. We'll give her a short sword just in case. Yeah, light crossbow. There she's set. That's good. Yeah, he's not actually skilled with the short sword. I gave him rapier proficiency. I should go ahead and buy him a rapier. Blast is fine. Condo's fine. Alright. Time to sell stuff. Ooh. That's a lot more gold for the work pelts than I expected. Still need to read those books off camera sometime. Ooh, a lot of fireball. But only 6 charges. Still don't know how to cook recipes. Definitely don't need many of those potions. Yeah, it's not going to be super handy. Reduce person sort of neat. Remove curse could be handy. Resist acid will be handy. Same with resist cold. Probably need to chug these potions of restoration now. Shield of Faith is new. Vanish. Yeah, it's not gonna help me. Sorry guys, I'm selling all your beer. I didn't say it's a cooking ingredient. We need to find someone who puts fragments together. Alright, scrolls. Vanish, not useful. Monster 1. I mean, it's okay, but not really. Can handle their shocking grasp. Wait, we got a wizard. I need to make sure our wizard described all the scrolls she wants. But yeah, Vanish is 1 round, so that's more useful for the tabletop game. I'll get rid of all those later. Let's get rid of the shiny stones. think I've ever actually heard of green quartz very much. Diamond dust is a spell component, so that's going to be more useful as a spell component. We don't have a monk, but we might eventually.
Aye! What?
Okay, that's most of our junk. That's us at 33,000 gold. It's kind of neat. But her belt slot's already taken. Now bonuses on perception checks. Yeah, I'll be able to find someone who has a use for that. Where did it go? Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Like free combat expertise. Normally you take a -2 to attack rolls, I think. To fight defensively.
What?
Amulet of Natural Armor +2 is solid. It's 8,000 gold. Bonuses against magical beasts and animals is neat, but like, meh. I don't use stealth a lot, but immunity to blindness and dazzling is neat. Meta magic rod of maximize is very good. Very expensive, but very good. I'm finding myself feeling very frugal today. Fucking 25,000, no thanks. 25,000 build points. At 80 per. Oh, let's buy another rope. Okay. Hey, kitty. Let's see. Who's already awesome at perception? 12, 14, 9, 11, 7. Actually her. But I haven't found a lot of use for her in my party yet. That would be good. I'll hold on to it until I've set out my next party. What I do want to do is go ahead and give Olivia that wand. Yeah. Lots of wands. I should find another ring eventually. Oh, crap. I have 2 items that give me natural armor. Just totally wasting this. Yeah, you can drop the Cloak of Resistance for more natural armor. And then she can have Cloak of Resistance. So the guy getting hit has AC, and the guy probably saving against spells has that. Okay.
Hey, get him on!
Let's see. So he doesn't know anything about ancient dwarven fortresses. Yeah, some cold iron stuff wouldn't hurt. Okay. Feels like his selection diminished. I don't even see any rapiers. Oh, no, he's got one basic rapier. He's got adamantine full plate now. It's a shame he doesn't have any mithril full plate. Still, I've got characters, and this is all they need. It's just a little more than half of my money.
Hey, get him on! Karabakh!
Oh, traveling merchant. Let's see what's up with you. His thick chestnut hair shows a slight touch of gray at his temples, a sure sign that he's in his 7th decade. Mature, but not old age for a half-elf. I'm happy to welcome you, Your Grace. I'm a wandering trader in curiosities. I've come to your lands recently and hope to stay here for a while, until the road calls me again. The less competition I have from the rich merchant guilds, I prefer to travel the wild and sparsely populated corners of the continent. The farther I travel from big cities and trade routes, the less competition I have from the rich merchant guilds. In my travels, I sometimes manage to acquire true curiosities. Of course, sometimes I get into trouble instead. Few can boast of escaping a giant scorpion by climbing a mammoth cactus. That would be funny. Looks like he sells mostly elven goods. This shock longbow is kind of cool. Really need anything he has. But thanks for stopping by. Oh, we have a cleric merchant. Scroll that just gets rid of all your sins. You know, whatever. Should probably have one of these with me just in case. Maybe several since it cures ability damage. Yeah. This is a little rough. Didn't spend that much gold on consumables, but
Without a doubt.
I also don't want to wait for people to recover from like 30 ability points. Looks like I might have broken the game a little bit. That's unfortunate. Okay, fixed it. Sweet. Thank you, camp button, for teleporting me to my room. Super handy. Good programming. I'll talk to Jubilee later. On adventure again. I mean, who wants to go more than a day or two without adventure? What kind of life is that? I wish the characters were more than exposition dumps. Oh hey, a new option. He likes my party. God damn it. Not into dudes. Yeah, not into your compliments. Go easy, I'm only kidding. He sneers and pries his lusting eyes from your figure. Alright, come on. Okay, so the only news is that Rigongar doesn't mind dudes, especially me. Okay. You good with seeing Dwarven ruins? He's a bit mixed on it. Let's see if Valerie's got anything going on. Besides being blind. Glad to see you. Oh, that's a little dark. Alright, let's just head to the area exit. I could talk to you, Kando, but meh. The fact that the companions still grow with you as you become the Baron and enter new chapters just killed my desire to talk to them a bit. Okay. Just gonna have to sit out until I can find a way to deal with all those negative levels. Because Octavia needed a chance to get in. This leaves me a little squishy in general, though. I need your blast bombs for right now. And your Kando's putting out serious damage. Gungar! He's got some good buffs, but in general, not sure if he was holding his weight. Lizzie also has good buffs, but does basically no damage. Okay with this. Let's distribute those perception gloves. I mean, goggles. You can do it is. That's cool. Our ranger having eyes of the eagle makes sense anyway. Okay. Question is, can we cast scrolls right now? Okay. I mean, it used it. Let's save. Let's try this one more time. Ah, yep. Okay, his gun is all back. I need to use it on you. Oh shit, it's personal. Ah, damn it. I wasted all that money. Fuck. He's got the most ability damage of any of them. Their DPS by a significant margin, but whatever. Let's get rid of blindness.
Patience.
Okay, so using it from inventory didn't work, but there we go. Okay, They just stay there. Alright. This Cobalt Trail is still glowing. We dealt with that. And all it had was 1 emerald. That's super not befitting of a global notification. Let's set up the party order. It's basically already fine. A group of hardy men with axes, most likely lumberjacks, are menacing a fragile Nixie. 2 lumberjacks stand before her, relaxed and disconnected. The lead lumberjack shakes his fist at the Nixie and yells, "Let them go, you swamp freak! If you don't, I'll burn this rotten grove to the ground, on my word." "You're the freaks, and my name is Melanaise? Thank you very much. If you keep being rude like this, I'll just drown these jumbos in the lake, understand?" Noticing you, the lead lumberjack grins and waves. "You there, you seem a capable sort. Interested in some coin? Name's Corix, and we're loggers here in this forest. We could use your help in freeing our boys from this Gorgon's claws." Let's just slaughter them all and be done with it. Nope. What's going on here? We were minding our own business, cutting trees and splitting logs, when this hag shows up out of nowhere, screeches at us, then jinxes 2 of our lads and threatens to drown them. With these fae breeding like rabbits everywhere, what's an honest, hard-working man to do? Stupid Jumbo, you're the ones who breed like rabbits, spreading into more and more space. We've lived here since forever. I've grown these trees for more than 100 years. Know them down to the tiniest leaf, and then you show up with your stupid axes to ruin everything. Let's see if she'll let them go. You wish. As soon as I let them go, the whole lot of them will attack. If these goons want to go home to their stupid families, they're going to have to promise to steer clear of my grove first. Well, let's try and get them to steer clear. The loggers exchange glances, holding their hands on their axes. Yeah, let's try diplomacy first. Quarreling with fae is more trouble than it's worth. You have no idea how powerful and thin-skinned they can be. So what then? Do we just hang ourselves and be done with it? There's all manner of beasts in the forest. We can't roll over for all of them. Instead of giving up, we should just keep on fighting till we wipe out every last one. The forest is big. I'm sure you can find other trees to fail. Sure, there might be other spots with trees as fine as these, but how would we find them? And what if there's another fae there too? Alright, intimidate. If you say so, your grace. The sovereign's word is law. Okay. Alright. It's not like we're dead set on this grove in the first place. If she gives us back our lads, we'll leave this place in peace, on my word. Alright, return the hostages, please. Oh sure, you're just gonna bring back my trees then. They come in here, smash everything in sight, and then just leave? No deal. Fix what you broke, then maybe I'll let them go. How are we supposed to do that? You humans are always like this. Destroy, and then when it's time to clean up your mess, poof, gone. Fine then. Since you're clearly clueless, I'll tell you what to do. There are these magic thingies that look like feathers. The feather tokens. Throw one on the ground anywhere, and a tree springs up. Your people's mages, who tread the swamps more often than the others, they can make them. Buying a couple won't break your bank. My cousin Teresia can also make them. She lives in the Gnarl Marches. Either way, you bring a handful of them back here, I'll let your goons go. Maybe we can intimidate her out of it. If you push me, I'll just retreat into the lake with these two. I can breathe underwater. You think they can too? We could find out. Maybe he'll buy the feather tokens. Alright. Couldn't leave it easy. Alright.
We'll do it the hard way.
We shall overcome.
My search was not in vain.
Nothing crazy. Alright, there's no map exit there. Don't approve of you trying to go off the map. I feel like that ends poorly.
Forwards. Let's see. Okay. The Verdant Chambers. That sounds cool.
let's head into the monster den on the next episode. Have a good one, guys.